ChiTownHoney. Culture connects. Real life talk, real stories, real people. From the city lights to the hard days too. Every conversation got a deeper truth. Pain, love, hustle, laughter, and growth. Speak it from the soul, never sugarcoat. Voice so smooth with a powerful vibe, turning life lessons into something alive. Every guest got a story to tell. Truth hit hard when the words land well. If you ever felt lost, if you ever felt pain, tune in, hear the truth through the rain. Everybody got scars, everybody got goals. Culture connect, speaking straight to the soul.
Man, I love your candy music.
Yeah, Chi-Town.
Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the Culture Connects podcast. I am your hostess with the mostest, ChiTownHoney, and joining me today, my brother, Antione Rogers, y'all. Twan got a story to tell. Today's episode of the Culture Connects, our title is The Importance of Men's Health. You know, culturally, Black men, y'all just don't like going to the doctor. And that's going to be y'all downfall. Got to go get checked. You got to go see the doctor. You got to stay on top of these things. You know, it's imperative. Your life depends on it. I want to introduce my guest, Twan. Welcome, Twan.
Hey, how you doing, honey?
Glad to have you. So give everybody a little background on why you here today, Twan.
The reason I'm here today is about seven months ago, exactly December 24th, 2025, I was having chest pains. At first, when I woke up, it was like normal. I'm thinking like, what, let me lay down. They'll go away. Let me get up and walk around or something. Let me drink some water. Like I was running from, like I was making excuses not to go to the hospital. So it got like evening time around 6 o'clock. And I laid down. And as I laid down, three commercials came on. One about COVID, one about COPD, and one about a heart attack. When that heart attack came on and I couldn't breathe, I hopped up, threw on my pants, called the ambulance. I'm like, man, what's the ambulance number? I'm like, man, like I'm scared because these commercials. I draw off signs and symbols. I'm a
Right.
person that draws signs and symbols. If like God want to speak to you, he gonna use mysterious ways to speak to you. That
For
day he used the television to speak to me, you know what I'm saying, through commercials. So I called the ambulance, got named the ambulance came and picked me up, took me to the hospital. It was Christmas Eve. I get there, first couple of hours, they're like he had a mild heart attack. So they want to do the little stent thing or something. They stick through your arm. And they said, no, hold on. It's something else. It's not that. So I'm sitting there, I'm scared. My mama there, my sister there, and my wife there. I'm scared, nervous. So as they got to talking, they're like, it's just something that he can't breathe. So we're gonna open them, open it up so I can breathe. So they put me in ICU for like 2 days. And like on the second day, they came and transferred me to a regular room. And that day, it was a Sunday, man. Like to me, it was the worst day of my life. The worst day of my life ever. He said, after they did their IVs and their little checks on me, they said, go see a cancer doctor, cancer specialist. And I'm like, what? And they basically left out the room. I was at Bolingbrook Hospital. So I called my sister. And I was crying, like weak, emotional. She like, bro, look, it's gonna be all right. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? Look, we gonna see what it is.
That's right.
So, like right then and there, my sisters let me know the fight from the start. Like I'm here with you. Like that was the first person in my village stepped up besides my wife. You know, like my wife did her thing, you know what I'm saying, as well. My mama did her part, my kids, you know, everybody. Like every single person that I know affiliated with on Facebook that I talk to every day, they got a part of me recovering. So man, like I wanted a second opinion. So I went to the hospital in Naperville. I can't really think of the name of it, but all they was giving me was pain medicine, you know, like go home, here, go home. I said it was Norcos, and I was on the phone talking to people. They like, man, you don't sound yourself. I'm like, man, I'm having these drugs. I'm in pain. They're like, what's wrong? So I got to telling people, I don't know just yet, so I don't want to put it out there. So, long story short, I was going to transfer my service to Cook County Hospital. I was going to go to the Cook County Hospital and start my treatment. My sister texted me out the blue and said, go to Loyola. I can't tell you what exact words was, but she texted me and said, go to Loyola. When I went to Loyola, man, I went to the emergency room. Man, I broke down in the doctor's office. Like, man, I can't take this pain. It was hurting me all up in here, and like tears was in my eyes for real. And like they grabbed me, what not forcefully grabbed me, but you know they embraced me, grabbed me, you
Right.
know, made sure I was cool. Laid me down, you know, in the bed, got to doing what they was doing. So they put me on this pain observation unit for like 3 days, and they was giving me different medicines to see what was, you know, what I'm saying what was helping. Now, this one thing Loyola did for me, like for real, they stepped like man, they stepped up. I don't know if it's the way I came to them, but they got a saying in their thing, and this I think it's read, we just don't heal the body, we heal the soul.
Okay.
And when they say that, I was saying this every single day as I was going to my chemos, my radiation, and all that. But back to the observation unit for the pain, they finally gave me some medicine. And the doctor said, look, we're gonna give you a biopsy tomorrow. And I'm like, tomorrow? How? Other hospital telling me 3 and 4 months. And I'm knowing I ain't got, you know what I'm saying, 3 and 4 months. I'm knowing I ain't got this time. Like this how I'm really feeling with the pain. I'm losing weight. I dropped down 89 pounds. And they told me stage 3, but really when it was all said and done, they said I was in stage 4. And I have never had a symptom or anything lead up to me ever need to go to the doctor.
Okay, Antoine, I got your doctor on. I'm gonna add her to this
Okay.
camera. I ain't want to
Yeah.
interrupt you, but she's here.
Okay.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Culture Connects podcast. I am ChiTownHoney, the hostess. As you know, we have Antoine here. I thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your time. I know you're a busy person, but we definitely need to stress the importance of men's health in the African American community. Our Black men are dying, and it's for lack of health care, lack of checkups, lack of is I don't even think it's a lack of resources. I just think that culturally African American men don't want to go to the doctor.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's a higher incidence of cancer that we see in African American men. We know that about 11 to 37% more Black men are diagnosed with lung cancer and prostate cancer. And there's ways that we can help mitigate that. And I think it's really important that Antoine's here kind of talking about his story as an example of kind of how to be brave and how to step up and say something's wrong.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, when Antoine first came to you guys, what were the warning signs that made you suspect that it was something bigger than a routine illness?
When somebody's sick, they know it, right? And I think pain was his biggest symptom. Um, pain, you shouldn't be in pain, right? If your body's working right and you're functioning, you shouldn't have that much pain. And when we did the X-ray, we kind of saw that this tumor was invading into his ribs, his bones. So he was in bad shape when he first came to us.
Now, many people fear the word cancer. What advances in treatment have you seen over the years that should give more patients and their families hope?
Screening is so important. Cancer, lung cancer, even stage 4 cancer is is very treatable. It can be cured if we find it soon enough. Also, cancers are very targetable now. So we check for mutations in patients' cancer. And if we see mutations, then we can target it specifically, towards that mutation, and we can treat cancer a lot better with a lot less side effects. Antoine started this journey on chemo and radiation. You don't mind me saying this, do you?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
And that was rough on him. And now he's on immunotherapy, and it's easier, right,
Yeah, man,
Antoine?
much easier. Yes, much easier. Like right before you came in, Joyce, I was saying like the hospital slogan about how they heal the soul, and that's just what they did for me. Like I can't put them, like I can't explain to what this woman and her team did for me. Like for real, for real. It's like I don't never want nobody to go through this. Nobody at all.
I think what you did also, though, Antoine, was that you were brave enough to say something's wrong and to kind of ask for the help that you needed, right?
Man,
Instead of
right,
ignoring it and
right.
trying to be brave or stoic or, bravo, to you for asking for help. And I think
That was
that's the one thing, for the Black community is we need
it's
to ask for help, right? If you don't feel
Yes,
good, you have to get help.
as a
definitely.
man, me coming up, like it's not that I didn't know how to ask for help. I didn't want no help. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's just the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? Like from where I came from, and I know a lot of other men feel like that too. But man, like for real, look, put that aside when it comes to your health, because you ain't nothing without your health.
Okay, Antoine, one of the viewers wants to know how old are you?
I just made 50 June 13th, and what's funny, my doctor birthday is June 13th, and she was born in 1976, and I was born in 1976. We same
Oh
birthday,
wow,
same year.
wow.
Same birthday, same year. Like, man, like if that ain't fate, like to, like knowing everything's gonna be okay. I don't know what to tell nobody. But yeah, I'm 50.
Okay, Antoine, you got these. They're going crazy. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that you're here. Andrea Melton says most of our men, no matter what race, they don't like going to the doctors. It says same
No.
goes for women. Um, I think women are more apt to go to the doctor since as how we start so young with gynecology visits and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So we just become kind of like a little bit more accustomed to actually going, whereas men don't have these annual things that they need to do until they're later in life. So it's hard to get in the habit of something when you're not used to doing it.
Mhm.
I've been sexually active since I was a teenager, so I've been going to the doctor
Right,
for
right.
this.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Since I was a teenager, so there's a habit that was created, versus with men,
It's true.
that habit doesn't get created until you're 40, when you have to test your prostate and you have to do these different things. So I guess that's kind of like one of those. Now, Dr. Joyce, preventive care can save lives. What screenings, checkups, and healthy habits do you recommend men get at early stages of adulthood to reduce their risk of serious illness?
Oh, I'm so sorry. There we go. Okay, so I think an important thing to know is there are screenings for lung cancer. Um, the guidelines for screening for lung cancer is between the age. I think they're going to lower it from like 48 to 80. Smoking history of at least 20 pack years, which is equivalent to smoking one pack a day for at least
Yeah.
20 years,
Yeah.
and being a current smoker without any symptoms. And what we do is we screen you. Almost all hospitals have this screening. If you screen positive, we do a low dose CT scan to see if we could find early cancer. Um, Most of the time, if we find it early, I mean, it's 100% curable. Even in Antoine's case, when he was a stage 3B, I believe, um, maybe even stage 4, highly treatable and, like I said, curable. But screening, number one, is the best thing to do. If you have questions about it, you can ask your doctor about meeting the criteria. The same thing goes for, the annual colonoscopies, or once you turn 45, getting your colonoscopy done to screen for polyps. Another cancer that's very treatable and curable if it's found early. Prostate cancer is another one, especially for African American Black males, that we find late because they don't get help early enough.
Okay. Now, why are Black men most often diagnosed with certain cancers at later stages?
Uh, that's I think there's a lot of factors that go into it. Healthcare is not cheap. Um, not everybody has insurance. Not everybody um can get it. So I think that's one of the big things. I think, like you said before, men don't like to admit that they're sick, or get annual checkups. I think that's another thing. So those are kind of the big things that we see mostly in preventative care.
Okay. 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 So now, Antoine, when you get this diagnosis, like, oh my God,
Man, it was like,
what was going when you heard them words? You have stage 3 cancer. What was going through your mind? Like, how did
man,
that
like,
moment change your perspective on life?
man, like, like spiritually, it got me closer to God and to people that I need to get back close with. Because there was a lot of people that I wasn't dealing with, or people weren't dealing with me. But my village stepped up when like when I was diagnosed with it. Like my village, like man, like y'all came in and it was like, man, don't worry about it. You ain't going through it by yourself. That was the biggest thing that I was scared of. Like is I'm finna go through this, or like man, my kids, my grandkids. I ain't even seen them graduate grammar school yet. Like my grandkids, and it
Right.
was like, man, I gotta fight. Like it's either fight or die.
Yeah.
That's all I was thinking of. Like, like I got that kill attitude. Like, like I come up from a rough part of the city, but it was okay. But I still developed the kill attitude, like with certain things. But that right there is really when it kicked in. Like, man, I ain't finna let this fade me. And then like when I knew that I had my doctors I had, like I got a doctor look just like Ben Affleck. And Ben Affleck my favorite actor. Like
So
I
every
was
time he
just
come in the room, you smiling.
huh?
Every time he come in the room, you happy. Hey, doc.
Yeah, like it's like it had a lot to do with that at home, like on social media, like personal relationship that I had. All that had a lot with building me up, like for real, for real. It made my character better though, as a person, it made me better, like because this right here, I wouldn't be there doing nothing like this on, like on social media or something, like talking, because I was always scared and nervous, but just something to talk about, because man, I seen dog days.
Yeah, it's very important. I'm so thankful for your strength and courage to even
It,
come
it,
on. A lot of
yeah,
people, when they get sick, they don't even they go into a shell and they don't want to talk.
like
And
people, like I don't want you to know I'm sick. Why would I want you to know I'm sick? Because you might ask me to do something and I can't do it because I'm sick. I want you to know what's going on with me. If I love you, I'm gonna tell you what's going on with me, and I love everybody. It ain't nobody I don't love or nobody that don't love me. So I have to, let that go and man, like climb.
and that's beautiful. One of the guests, Katrina Oakshire, said, "I think our men of color already have the weight of the world on their shoulders. They don't want to show weakness to their families or our community." Katrina, I definitely believe that you're right. You know, um, because there's so much emphasis on a man being a provider that nobody takes into consideration the man's physical health, his mental health. A lot of those things get ignored when it comes to men, just because of that emphasis on the provision part. So I definitely agree with that. Um,
I agree with it to a certain point.
okay. So what is your take on that?
Man, that's just how like the generation of men is. Like where I come from, they just immune to that. That's what they used to. Uh, it's a it's a scary thing. They just got to get up out of that. Like because look, we can't be men if we can't be the fathers and the uncles that we supposed to be without our health. Everything is rolling around your health. We got to let that go as people, as men. It's not just men. Everybody got to let that go because it's some women out here don't go to the doctor neither. Don't worry
Yeah,
about their health.
yeah,
I was just talking to somebody. I promise you, like 7 days ago, and I said, "Man, go get you a prostate exam." They like, "No, because if I go, I don't want to hear no bad news." I say, "Man, hey, I'd rather get that news now so I can start my fight or whatever I got to do. Then down the line, I could have cured it and didn't." So I'm advising everybody go get a checkup at least once a year, man, and watch what you eat.
right. Well, Katrina Overstreet said, "You're teaching others that it's okay to seek medical treatment. Thank you for being so bold." Yes, Antoine. I can't thank you enough for stepping up and even talking about it. A lot of people, not like you said, not just men, women too. When we get
Yeah,
sick,
yeah,
we get quiet. Oh, I don't want nobody
man.
to know. I don't want them judging me. Man, listen,
it-
just like what you said, you may need me to do something and I can't. Um, you may want to talk and I'm unavailable. Anything
right,
like a lot of those different things come into play. So like I said, I'm just very thankful that I'm thankful that you even came out on social media when you did because you was bringing awareness then, so when you were asking us to pray for you and
right,
different things of that nature. So I applaud the way that you handled your cancer journey because everybody definitely doesn't handle it this way. You know what I'm saying? You lived yours out loud, and I thank you for that, and I thank God for keeping you with us.
man. I thank God. Hey, man, like that's the first thing that I was, doing every morning, like get on my spiritual thing. Then I got to eat my juices and taking my high protein shakes. If I didn't feel right, ask Joyce. I would call Joyce and say, Joyce, I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'm not feeling good. I may need to go in there 4 or 5 days. And I'll go in there and get rejuvenated and come back out. And my wife would be like, no, lay down. You can't do this. You can't do that. My sister like, no, I got it. Like it was literally fights over who gonna do this for me and all this. And I had to like separate a lot of stuff. And man, it's like, man, it's a beautiful thing to be here, man. And I just want somebody right now just to wake up tomorrow, just to call and make them an appointment, just to go down there because your health is the most serious thing in the world. Like, seriously.
Health is wealth, for real. Because
Right,
all the money in the world ain't no good if you don't have the good health to spend
right,
it.
right.
Uh, Now, Dr.
It's cool.
Joyce, is how important is family medical history in determines one's cancer risk?
It's very important, especially for certain types of cancer. Um, that does play a role in it. You are more susceptible to cancers if we see it in your bloodline or that, multiple people in your family have had it. But it's also important when you get diagnosed that, your family is aware so that they can start the screening process as well. Um, I think as important as it is for families to be aware, I think the first step is just to get the care, right?
Yeah.
Get the care that you deserve, get the care that you need. Um, what do we say? We say, make time for your health before, time before your health takes away your time, right? So
Right.
it's really important that, we step in early when things are easier to treat than later when it takes more of the resources away from your family and from you, to get the care that you need. Being
Okay.
sick is very expensive, right? There's
Oh
a
yeah.
lot.
Man,
that comes with it. And I think that's another thing that's really hard is we just say we don't have that time, right? I don't want to take off work. I don't want to, be away from my family for this. So we just have to prioritize the way we look at our health.
and,
Now, for someone who doesn't have medical insurance, are there resources available for them as well as far as the screenings and the early detections? Like, do they have options? How does that
Yeah.
work out?
There's I would reach out to the different hospitals in your area. There's charity care, and there's also social workers that can also help find those resources for patients that are uninsured or if they're eligible for insurance as well.
Okay, so there's definitely help for the uninsured and the underinsured.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so all right, I have a question for you from Katrina Overstreet. She says, "Do you truly see more Black and Brown men with cancer diagnosis? Not just the mortality, but more so the diagnosis."
It's very it's depends on the area, right? That
Mhm.
where we're treating the cancer. I would say I see a mix of people, where I work. Um it just varies. I'll just say that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now, Antoine,
I'm here.
what advice would you give to Black men in particular about preventive care, routine checkups, and listening to their bodies?
Uh, Basically, as far as listen to your body, like, don't take nothing for granted on it. Don't feel like it's been doing it for more than 2, 3 days. Go get that checked out. Your knee, your elbow, whatever, because that can lead to something else even seriously. Uh, man, like, it's a lot of people out here, like, in the community, in the hoods, in the neighborhoods, got insurance, don't even know they got insurance. You know what I'm saying? And not saying everything is free, but there's some things out here hard. There's some obstacles you're gonna have to go through to get this stuff. For your health, that should be worth doing. That should be worth doing it for. For your health. Man, go get checked out. Go, don't pay, like, if your knee hurting, your elbow, like you having a sharp pain somewhere constantly, man, go immediately, man. Check on it.
Okay. Now, who became your biggest? Oh, no, no, no. Before that, what was the toughest part of your cancer journey? Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally.
Uh I think my biggest thing not being able to do nothing for myself. Like having to say, can you give me some water? Can you order this food for me? Or can you, cook this? Or can you do just asking somebody for help? Like that was the biggest like thing that I just couldn't really stand. Like hate it. Cause I'm not that person to have people do stuff for me. I'm always the person that people call to do this. Can you come cut my grass? Can you come cook for me? Can you come cut this tree? Like that's me. I'm the
Yeah,
big cuz.
right,
That was my biggest obstacle right there.
right. Because everybody needed Mac and Swan to do something,
Yeah.
including me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's just something that that I like doing. That made me feel good as a person. Like at that time, that's when you couldn't catch me at no doctor. So everything happened for a reason. So now like God was like, hold on, look, I'm finna sit you down, break you down, and rebuild you and put you right back up. That's what he told me because he say, I guess it was something that he decided that was best for me, man. That's how I look at it because God don't make no mistakes, man. And like that was my biggest thing too. Like I was spiritual with it. Like, man, I can't just get into it. Like I got a spiritual mom and a spiritual family. Like my mom was coming to the hospital praying over me with me. I remember the doctor telling him he had to cut two of my ribs out and take half of my lung out, right? And my mama saying, "Oh no, you not in the name of God, not in my God." She prayed right there in that room, And like I'll never forget that. And I'm like, Mom, you kind of embarrassing me. But that hey, God was using her to show me how he got his people.
So did they have to cut you?
No, they didn't. And my mom was like, man, see, I told you, God did
Prayers
that.
of the righteous will not go unavailed, baby. So
Right,
now,
yeah.
piggybacking off of that, who became your biggest source of strength during the treatment? How important was your faith, family, friends, and medical team in helping you keep fighting?
I look, I gotta say my biggest supporter was my wife.
Okay,
Like she was supporting in ways that was like unsupportive. And it was some stuff that she wasn't doing that didn't know how to do. But I gotta say she was my biggest supporter, cause she picked up the weight when I couldn't pay the rent no more. This, that, the car notes and all that. She was doing all that. But I'm gonna have to really say my mom though. Like my mom and my daughter. Cause when every hospital visit, my mom was right there. My daughter was right there. And my auntie. Like really, man, everybody. Like I can't leave nobody out. Like I don't want to be unfair.
yeah, a lot of love.
Like, 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 like I really realized that I already knew what love was, but I really realized a lot of people love me. Like genuinely loved me.
Yes.
And that was a big push. And so like I had a support system.
So now, you rang the bell last month. I saw you. A moment every cancer patient dream about. Describe what that moment felt like to you.
Man,
Those
like
hands.
when I run that radiation bell, cause like you ring the bell when you finish radiation and chemo. When I
Right.
run that radiation bell, I was like, it's over with. Like I ain't finna have no more pain, but like my body said, no, it don't work like that. It's gonna be less pain, but it's still like you still gonna be going through stuff. Like when I first did it, I felt like great, like, oh, I'm back. But I wasn't though. Like I had some more work to do, and still got work to do. But it
Okay.
was a great feeling doing it. And like me, I get emotional when I see somebody ringing the bell on social media. That's why I share a post with somebody ringing the bell every day because I know what they feel like. I know what it feel like to ring the bell.
And see, the funny thing with that is, for me on the outside looking in, I thought that when people rang the bell, that they beat cancer, but
Nah,
that's technically not the case.
nah,
They
right.
they completed their chemo, and like you said, they completed their chemo and radiation. And I was like, well, why y'all ring the bell then? And I have a girlfriend that's battling, and she said, well, a lot of people don't make it that far.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Like, man, for real.
you have to celebrate those achievements to
Yeah,
keep you pushing.
yes, yes, yes. So, like, when I finished chemo, I didn't want to ring the bell, right? I say, look, I'm at, hey, now it was, I run the bell for chemo and I was still going through radiation. So I didn't want to ring the bell for radiation. I run the bell for chemo.
Okay.
And when I finished radiation, they was like, you gonna ring the bell? I say, I don't want to ring the bell. Let's just take a picture with, you know what I'm saying, with my team now. Like with my doctor team now. Like all the doctors took a picture with me and I got like all my doctors, I got them gifts. Like everybody on the staff, I got everybody gifts.
Really?
Little nutritionist bags with a pen and a thank you card in there. Because that little thing right there, that can change somebody's day, week or month or whole spirit.
Yeah, that's
So
definitely true.
yeah, so like then like at the like they told me, I said, look, I don't want to ring the bell till I finish immunotherapy, which will be next year sometime.
Okay. Now, Joyce, what misconceptions about cancer would you like to clear up?
Um, oh boy. Um, the treatments of years past were hard on patients, right? They lost their hair, they were nauseous, they were sick, they were hugging the toilet in bed all day. We have better medicine now and better ways to treat cancer. So I don't think, in some cases patients aren't as sick as they used to be. And I think we have better ways to treat symptoms as well. So hopefully to make patients more comfortable and not in as much pain. I think are the biggest misconceptions. I don't know what you think, Antoine, if there was anything, as you were going through this that, you were worried about.
Oh, Joyce, your connection.
I can see.
Like the only thing as far as I'm gonna say with the misconceptions is uh like people saying don't do the radiation, don't do the chemo.
Oh,
And it was more like, if look, I got a choice. If I don't do it and I die, then what? Look, I'd rather do it, take a chance at it. You know what I'm saying? And because look, hey, I'd rather for it to save me than to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Not to do it to kill me.
That
So
part.
so it's like, but I do look, everybody got their freedom, they will to take upon how they want to take upon. If they want to accept it, accept it. If they don't, that that's them. But me personally, like if you ask me for advice, I would say take it. That's if you was asking me for advice. Like if my word would determine on you doing it or not, I would say take it and get connected, spiritually with yourself and a lot of more people around you. You know what I'm saying? Now that's the only advice I can get to that. I would say take it.
Okay. Now, what advice would you give Black men in particular about preventive care, routine checkups, and listening to their bodies?
Man, look, use every care fund that you got available for you to go to the doctor. Man, listen to your body. Like my doctor just iterated on here earlier. What she said is charity. Events. I mean, not events, but it's charity things that can like get your insurance and your medical and stuff paid for. Like use every curve, every obstacle that you got, man. Like it's a lot of people out here that's married, and look, man, look, try to get on your wife, your spouse, your husband insurance or something. If you have to, because it was at a point where I thought I was gonna have to get off the insurance that I was on to get on my wife's insurance. You know what I'm saying? But I really didn't, because by that time Medicare had stepped in, because that's like how severe the pain had got, and
Right.
what I'm saying, with all the stuff I had to go through, like that was a benefit to me.
Okay.
So like, and that benefit was that, hey, look, like I utilized every insurance thing that I could have possibly, like utilize and use and do. I didn't like make excuses for myself. Oh, I ain't got no insurance, so I ain't finna go to the doctor. I ain't finna do this. I ain't finna do that. Stop making excuses for yourself, man, because there's ways for you to go. Because really, technically, no doctor can turn you down. No hospital can turn you down.
Okay. So now, looking back, is there anything you wish you had have done differently before the diagnosis? Was there warning signs you think people should never ignore? Like, what do you think about that? Like, just looking back.
Yeah, those warning signs is, like the stuff that you're doing. Like what you're doing. Like what you're putting in your body every day. You know what you're putting in it. Don't put it in it if you know it's bad. If it's making you feel a certain way.
That
Uh, like 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 I pretty much, I ain't gonna say I'm a like I'm God or something, but I knew what was wrong with me when I went in, because my father's side got a history of cancer.
mm,
It just ain't a certain cancer. Like on my daddy's side, like like we lost a lot of, like I lost a lot of uncles and cousins, older cousins, to cancer.
okay.
Like enormous number. I lost my daddy mama to cancer. Like all my great aunties to cancer. So cancer was like a common thing on my daddy's side. So like when I got sick, I knew what was going on. So, and I'm like, man, you know what, man, I ain't making it no better because I'm smoking cigarettes, weed, vapes, like I'm just out here like that. And I wasn't preventing things not to happen by me still doing it. Man, stop putting in your body what you putting in your body that's wrong. Like that's the biggest thing right there.
For
Like,
sure. Now, has this experience changed the way you look at your health, your purpose, or the way you live?
Yeah, 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 100%.
How?
100%. Like, man, it's like yes, 100%. I'm sorry, but I have to give me some ice, man.
Okay. So what are you doing now? What has it changed? What have you changed as far as your
I'm eating.
routine?
I'm I'm eating better. I'm like eating vegetables now. Like the way I was eating them, I wasn't eating them. I'm eating them more steamed with a little butter. You know, a little accent. You know, to flavor it up. You know, do this. I'm eating a lot of chicken breast, turkey, fish. But see, people gonna always say there's something wrong with this, there's something wrong with that, no matter what. If you eat beef, you eat pork, you eat chicken, you eat fish, tuna, whatever, they always gonna say something wrong with it. But you know what your body can take and don't take. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing right there. You gotta know your body. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm doing a lot. Like a lot right now that I should have been doing, but I was scared to do it because I'm like, man, I can't leave my bacon alone. I can't leave my burgers alone, and you know this and that. But if you want to live, you can.
That part. That part. If you want to live, you definitely can.
Yeah. Not
What
only
kept you?
are you.
Mhm.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
Nah, go keep going. This
Uh,
your show.
not only that, but like you said the number one thing. Like, what can we do to prevent it? Man,
Yeah.
the main thing you can do to prevent it is pay attention to it. Pay
So pay
close
attention
attention
to
to it.
your body. Pay
Yeah.
attention to.
Yeah, like you know what time you use the bathroom. You know what color this is. You know if something coming out how it feel. You know if you can't breathe. Okay, if it's just one, you know what I'm saying, time for 1 second. Okay, cool. But if it's constantly doing that, uncurring, man, go get that checked out. Go
For
get that
sure.
checked out. Go get that checked out ASAP. Like anything for real. Like. I just sent my wife. Well, I ain't sent her. I asked her to go to the doctor. She complained about her knee. So now they want her to come in and look at a, you know, like another level type doctor type stuff now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, like I'm praying that it's nothing major, but at the same time, you have to, take care of your body, man. Make it light on yourself much as possible as you can, if you can. I understand some people can't, you know what I'm saying? But it's other ways to be comfortable out here in life.
For sure. For sure. Now, what kept you smiling on your hardest days?
Uh just everybody, like just me thinking of people, like certain people, it can be like a cousin, a friend from back in the day or anything. Like just saying, like, man, this nigga over like well, I ain't mean to say that, but
Right.
like,
I
man,
get
what my man over there doing, like how you feeling, man? Let me give him a call. Like my phone stayed ringing. Like it stayed ringing. I stayed getting like Facebook messages, posts, and like a lot of like missed calls. 'Cause a lot of times I couldn't answer, but what kept me smiling was that
it was reaching out.
man, right? They was like man, like they was like it was God sending His people at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Definitely right.
everybody that was coming at me, contacting with me, I knew they walked it with God. I knew they had some type of faith in their soul about God. They just wasn't that, like I know a lot of criminals now, but I'm just saying I know criminals were hard too. You get what I'm saying? But these was God people He was sending at me.
That's such a blessing. Now, what's one thing cancer taught you that you wish everyone knew?
I can't say like now what I'm learning from cancer. Like I ain't no expert on it, but I'm an expert on the pain that I had. It taught me how to deal with pain different. Like it's like I remember I remember a story, right? It's a story about, I want to say about 15 years ago. I was in the county jail and I was trying to get out. And there was a guy in there for murder. He was just going to see the judge, and I'm in there complaining about my little case. So I'm complaining about. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to go home. He like, man, nigga, you been in here 2 weeks, nigga. I've been in here 2 years. You man, like people get whooped for that. Like,
Right.
it kind of made me like respect a lot of stuff, and like the pain of it. Like I ain't know his pain. It made me look at somebody else differently. Like, yeah, his pain is that, but just because I look at it like that, they might not look at it like that.
So true.
So it just gave me an ask point. Like if I'm gonna ask you to do something, before I ask you to do it, I'm gonna like try to think of what this person gonna say, or I'm gonna try to make it worth their while so they can do it for me. Because I hate being told no. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
Mhm.
telling me no. So if I really want you to do it, I'm gonna make it worth your while to do it.
Right.
He kind of taught me to respect. Like how would this person feel if they asked you this? How would you feel if they asked you to do it? So I won't ask you to do nothing I wouldn't do.
Right.
It just that's the look it gave me.
Okay. Okay. Now, what's next for Antoine Rogers?
I'm I'm like right now I'm doing a lot of walking. I'm trying to build up my stamina. Like cause I got an injured lung, and like it ain't totally healed yet. I ain't nowhere near 100% back.
So, pardon yourself. So, you had stage 3/stage 4 lung cancer.
Yeah, lung cancer, lung cancer. But the doctor ain't gonna come tell you it's lung cancer. They can't tell you that. What
Okay.
they can tell you, what they told me, it was small. It was non-small cell cancer, and
Okay.
which I didn't know what it was. So I looked it up, and I was like, I hope it's not lung cancer, because my granddaddy, my my daddy died from COPD.
Okay.
My great granddaddy on my mama's side died from lung cancer, allegedly. Back then, they didn't have the technology they had now to check it out and to see what it was. But my granddaddy smoked cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes. So I knew what it was when I had it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not ashamed to admit it. Yeah, I did. And yeah, I shouldn't have been. A lot of people was telling me to stop. I wasn't listening to them. I was listening to my cravings, my nicotine habit that I had. That's what I was listening to. I wasn't listening to who I was supposed to be listening to.
For sure. Oh, trust me, I get it. I need to put these cancer sticks down too, y'all. Y'all
I,
just pray.
I, it's. But see now, people saying that they putting something in the cigarettes. Yeah, just because you're getting the cigarettes from offline or something. But back then, they had menthol in cigarettes. They're not really allowed to sell menthol in cigarettes. Well, and Newports no more, because it was targeting the black communities to get addicted to it because it had menthol in it. It ain't menthol in cigarettes no more. So it's really no need to that you got to feel that you need that cigarette. Look, I'm not an expert. Like to each his own. If you're gonna smoke to you 40 or 90, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Whoever it is. Like I ain't never gonna tell nobody how to run their health, how to control their health.
Right.
But I'm gonna give you an expert on me of what I'm not doing and what I shouldn't have been doing and had affected me.
For sure. Now, okay, you guys, we got about 10 minutes left, and I started this program off with the wrong commercial. So I want to play Antoine's ad before we close out. Antoine, we're going to give you the flow. I want you to tell the people, you know what I'm saying? I got a few more questions for you, but I got to play this. I really enjoyed making it.
All right, hey, go ahead.
Culture connects.
I like to tell.
Real life talk, real
Yeah, I
stories,
can't believe I ain't see it.
real people. From the city lights to the hard days too. Every conversation got a deeper truth. Pain, love, hustle, laughter, and growth. Speak it from the soul, never sugarcoat. Voice so smooth with a powerful vibe, turning life lessons into something alive. Every guest got a story to tell. Truth hit hard when the words land well. If you ever felt lost, if you ever felt pain, tune in. Hear the truth through the rain. Everybody got scars, everybody got goals. Culture connect, speaking straight to the soul.
All right, all right. Yeah, I had to put that out there. I made it. If I ain't use it, I was gonna lose.
Right.
So I thank you guys for pardoning my body on that first mishap, but y'all get the picture. Now,
Right.
finish this sentence, Antoine. Real strength is
Man, real strength is you knowing that you can't when really you can. Like that's real strength. Like don't underestimate yourself. Like even if you feel you like, man, ain't no way. Like it was a lot of it was a lot of lines in my life saying, ain't no way I can do this, ain't no way I can do that. But real strength is knowing that what not so much knowing that you can't. Knowing that you probably figuring like you ain't gonna be able to do it. But if you really tried, man, do it, man. That's the real strength. Like just doing something and you knowing like, man, look, I did that. That's real strength, knowing that you did it. That you even attempted and tried. Even if you don't succeed, you tried it. That's strength.
that's it. That's it.
Trying.
Don't be scared to try.
Man, for real.
Don't be scared to try. I think fear keep us bound.
Yeah, like I was getting a lot of people saying don't take radiation, don't take chemo. And but I'm listening to these doctors. They like, man, them doctors ain't on your side. I'm like, man, listen, though, I can't see no doctor telling me to go kill myself, bro.
Period.
Like, I can't see that, bro. So, doctors telling me I need this. Hey, look, that's what I need. Hey, come on with it. Look at me now. So had I did what you said, don't listen to him. A motherfucker probably having balloon release for me. You feel?
Yes.
So, man, man, listen to yourself, man. God, man. And listen, who you think talk to them doctors? God. Like, man, my doctor, I ain't gonna say we had a personal relationship, but we had a great relationship when I was there. I was coming there, like, on days I come there, my mornings was down. But when I seen her and I knew she was coming to care for me, it's just something about the Gemini, you know what I'm saying, the energy that they got.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
like I'm big on my Gemini. Look, my doctor Gemini. You a Gemini. Man, your birthday a day apart. Man, my doctor birthday the same day. I'm big on energy like that.
That's right.
And that's God putting you with people like that for a reason.
Yes. For sure. For sure. I don't think people realize how God works like that.
Man, he worked in a funny way, man, because I was more like, now I got some stuff that like I'm working toward, but I really can't put the full body work into it right now.
Okay.
Physically, but come next year though, by June, I'm gonna be doing some different adventures and some like really just laid back in my style of what I'm doing, some positive because I just want to reach some people about health,
Yeah.
not about your wealth, because you can't have wealth without health.
There you go.
Not that
Health
I'm
is wealth.
right, exactly. So think about it. If you can't bend over to lift this up, how you gonna make some money?
There you go.
That means your health ain't right, so you can't get your wealth right.
There you go.
So yeah, I got some stuff coming up though, like that I'm gonna be taking part in and really advocating, what I'm saying, for a lot of good causes though, a whole lot. I'm just
That's
trying to clear myself with this immunotherapy and get my like my stamina back. Like I can't walk a block. Like it's bad on me right now. Like I can't do a lot of stuff. I can't help my wife, put this together to do this. Like we gotta really literally call people now to come out here and do this for us now.
now if someone was watching this show tonight has been putting off doctor's appointments because they're afraid of what they might hear, what would you say directly to them?
Hey, look, whatever you gonna hear ain't your fear. Your fear is you not doing it. Your fear is you not going to check up on what's going on with you. Whatever you scared to hear, that ain't nothing compared to if you don't do it and then something happened to you, don't nobody know what did to you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? What happened to you. So go get that checked out. Like if it's a fear, man, you got like I can't tell people how to get over their fears. Like I don't want nobody to think I'm coaching them. But how you get over your fears is different from me. When I'm scared of something, I'm scared of something. You know what I'm saying? But and my fear is that me losing right now. That's the biggest fear ever, losing life.
Right. I know that is.
So man, put that fear to the side and go do it. Because once if something is wrong with you, it can get detected early and treated early.
Right. And that's the thing. Early detection and preventive maintenance and even aftercare, after your diagnosis, like
Yeah, yeah,
the sooner you find out what's wrong, the sooner they can get on top of it.
yeah.
So that's definitely the best thing. Okay, we only got a few minutes left, Antoine. Any final words for the guests?
Hey, look, I love y'all, man. Like, like first shout out to God for God first and foremost. You know, to my wife, to my village, to my family, to my people, man. I love y'all, man. I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. If y'all know me, y'all know the type of guy I am. And man, like, man, go get your health checked out. Go, go get not only your health but other things checked out. We take our cars to go get on the machine. Go put your body on the machine. You
That
know what I'm
part.
saying? You need
Yeah,
your body to drive that car.
that's right.
You can't drive that car without your health, man. So, man, go get your health checked out, man. Like, man, I done had a few people go to the doctors and call me. Like, man, look, I went to the doctor, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
thanks, bro. Like a few homies.
Yes.
Like actually called me and post on Facebook. Like, man, look, big bro, I went to the doctor today, Joe. I'm like, that's right, keep it going. And keep eating right. If it ain't got a root or a high beat, you don't really need it. It's gotta have a root or a high beat for me to eat. A root, a
Or high.
vegetable or a fruit, or a high beat.
That's right.
That man-made food I ain't messing with.
That's it.
I ain't messing with no restaurants, McDonald's, like
No
none of that.
processed foods. That's right.
Man, no processed food. If man made it, it ain't for you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
For
just
sure.
saying, if man made it, it ain't for you.
Yeah, because something in this food is killing us. Because
Man, come on, man. Like I was just thinking, like saying this to myself. Look at McDonald's, right? Back in the days in the '80s when McDonald's first came out, that was real beef they was using back then.
yeah, yeah.
Now they didn't got immune to where they got to move the beef fast and do all this type of other stuff, man. Y'all rather kill people to make money. To me, Joe, McDonald's should be held for, what I'm saying, liable, killing all these people that got obesity problems. Restaurants like that. You go to Europe and stuff, what I'm saying, restaurants out the country, they use a whole different format. They can't use the stuff we use over here. They
Sure
stuff
don't.
healthier.
Sure don't. They don't use them a lot of them different food colorings and stuff. That's why you go over there and the drinks be a different color, and you be like, "Well, what is that?"
Right, right.
They can't use them different food colors that they allow us to use here. See, but that's because the medical, illness is a big business here. The pharmaceutical business here,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they make
And
so
look,
much money off keeping people sick.
in Europe, healthcare is free.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking free.
yeah,
Over here, they use this shit like a fucking casino.
yeah. And we pay all these taxes, and we ain't getting nothing. We
Right,
ain't getting nothing. We ain't getting nothing. We spending billions of dollars on wars that don't even concern us, but our people are still plagued with health issues, mental health issues, homelessness, and some more of it because the government is using our funds to do other things and
right,
not take
right,
care of its people.
right,
I
right.
thank you so much for coming on, Twan. Man, this was a blessing. And to all my viewers, I hope you guys gained something from this, the men and the women. It is so important to take care of your health. Health is wealth, you guys. Tune in next week, June 28th, for the next episode of the Culture Connects podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, Twan. Don't hang up. Thank you all for joining us. And once again, thank you to my guests, Antoine Rogers.
Love y'all.
Yeah, ChiTownHoney. Culture connects. Real life talk, real stories, real people. From the city lights to the hard days too. Every conversation got a deep.
Hello?
Yeah, ChiTownHoney. Culture connects. Real life talk, real stories, real people. From the city lights to the hard days too. Every conversation got a deep